Welcome you all guys. By today's topic we are going to discuss about inheritance. This is me, Abikayil Aarthi, being assistant professor in King's College of Engineering in the discipline of computer science. While by getting into the topic, inheritance is a mechanism which one object acquires all the properties and behavior of the parent class. Yes, everyone well known this word inheritance in the concept of OOPs. It's one of the important part of the OOPs. The idea behind the inheritance in Java is that you can create one class that are built upon existing class. When you inherit from an existing class, you reuse these methods, fields of the parent class. Moreover, you can add new methods and fields in your current class also. Okay. Why we are using inheritance in Java? Just think. Okay. Just for method overriding and for code reusability. These are the two major drawbacks, or else these two are one of the feedbacks for using the Java inheritance concept. Okay. So let it with the topic. It's inheritance. Inheritance, the terms used in the inheritance is class, subclasses, superclasses and reusabilities. Okay. As the name specify, reusability is a mechanism which facilitates you to reuse the fields and methods. Yeah. Of the what? We can reuse the fields and methods of the existing class. When you create a new classes, you can use the same fields and methods already defined in the previous classes. Yeah. While by building new components by utilizing the existing component is yet another important aspects of object-oriented paradigm. It is always good, productive if we are able to reuse something that is already exists rather than creating the same all over again. This is achieved by creating a new classes, reusing the properties of the existing class. The term, the class, child class, parent class, we are using repeatedly, isn't it? Yeah. What is mean by class? That everyone, those who are using Java, the class is much more familiar word and you all know what it is, isn't it? A class is a group of objects which have common properties. Yeah. Each class having a common property. It is a template or a blueprint from which objects are created, isn't it? So while coming for the mechanism of deriving a new classes from existing or old class is called inheritance. The old class is known as the base class, superclass or parent class, and the new class is known as the subclass, derived or a child class. So the parent class is nothing but where a subclass inherits the features. Yeah, superclass is the class from where a subclass derives. What about the subclass? Subclass is a class which inherits the other class. Okay, so parent class which inherits the feature, right? So child class, so derived from the parent class. Understood? Look at this diagram. I am placing the parent completely on green, isn't it? So what I am trying to say is the parent class having completely own properties and methods. Okay. While child class deriving the parent class, but the child class having the blue shade also. What they are trying to say? Anyone think about it? Yes. So the properties can be derived from the parent class. Additionally, the child having own properties. Okay. So the properties which is derived from the parent class not alone in the child class. So the child class having the own properties. This is I am trying to prove through the pictographical method. Right. The green shows the properties which is derived from the parent class and the child class having the own properties, not alone derived one. So the inheritance allows subclasses to inherit all properties, which is variables and methods. What is meant by variables and methods? It's about the class, isn't it? So the class having, for example, if you taken as the fan as a class, so the fan having particular properties and the task. What are the properties mean by? The fan is in a red color and it having a 3 wings. Yeah, these are all the properties, right? What is the task? The fan can able to swing either in a clockwise direction or else in a anti-clockwise direction. These are the tasks. Okay, the class is the combination of the properties and tasks. Okay, so of the parent class, the different forms of inheritance. So still now we look for what is meant by inheritance, isn't it? So in this inheritance there is types. There are more number of different forms of inheritance are there. Okay, the single inheritance is having only one superclass. While by seeing the diagram you can understand easily. For example, take A. A having A as a superclass, B as a subclass, right? This type of inheritance occurs only a single class. Okay, only one class is derived from the parent class. The properties are derived from a single parent class and not more than that. Understood? As the properties are derived from only a single base class, the reusability of the code is facilitated along with the addition of the new features. Yeah, you can understand easily, isn't it? While by going for multiple inheritance, look at the diagram. It having the 2 base classes. Multiple inheritance is one of the type of inheritance. A subclass can inherit features from more than one parent class. So multiple inheritance should be confused with multi-level inheritance. In multiple inheritance, the newly derived class can have more than one superclass, and this is newly derived class can inherit the features from these superclasses. It has inherited from, so there are no restrictions. In Java, multiple inheritance can be achieved through interfaces. Understood? While going for hierarchical inheritance, look at the diagram of C. Yeah, the type of inheritance where many subclasses inherit from one single class is known as the hierarchical inheritance. So hierarchical inheritance, a combination of more than one type of inheritance. It is different from multi-level inheritance as the multiple classes are being derived from one superclass. The newly derived class inherit the features, methods, etc. From where? From one superclass. This process facilitates the reusability of the code and dynamic polymorphism. Dynamic polymorphism in the sense method overriding. Yeah, method overriding where it will occurs, riding will occurs only on runtime. Okay, and another type of polymorphism, that is method overloading, where it can occurs, overloading occurs only at the compile time. By the simultaneously you can grasp the things and you have to learn. That's why you can be good in the concepts, right? The next one is the multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance, look at the diagram. At the second level, A, multi-level inheritance includes involvement of at least 2 or more than 2 classes. One class inherits the features from a parent class and the newly created subclass become the base classes. For example, the multi-level inheritance, multiple base classes is there. Look, for example, in our day-to-day life, you can take grandfather as a superclass, right? Father as a subclass as B. Okay, from father you can derive a son or daughter, isn't it? So by day-to-day life you can have an example. So far you cannot forget anything. you can easily understand while by thinking of it. Yeah, taken A as a grandfather, B as a father, C as the son or a daughter, right? So B derived from A and C derived from B. You can easily understand, right? Next, go for hybrid inheritance. The hybrid inheritance is the combination of more than two type of inheritance, single and multiple. Yeah, it can be achieved through interfaces only as multiple inheritance is not supported by Java. Okay, it is basically the combination of simple, multiple hierarchical inheritance. Okay, these are the types. While by going for multipath inheritance, look on this, the B and C derived from A and D derived from B and C. So multi-level inheritance is also the combination here. Yeah, so A can be derived to B and C also. A act as a superclass for B and C. For D, B and C act as a superclass and deriving the concepts to the D. Java is a significant programming language suitable for programming tasks. It is easy to write, compile and other languages. It has multiple applications such as that application development. Yeah, so this can be achieved through different type of inheritance patterns. So these are the types of inheritance forms which we look on this. Okay, while coming to the subclasses, the subclasses can be defined as the follow. There is a syntax they are given. So class, next to that class, subclass name. Yeah, so the subclass extends superclass name. Here the new item added, what it is, that is extends. Understood? So what is meant by extend in the sense, the subclass which is derived from the base class, so superclass. So the name of the subclass should be entered before, followed by the word extend. After that, where it is derived from, yeah, that should be entered at the prefix level, suffix level. So for example, I am having in this program, I am having taken a and B in a single inheritance program. A as the superclass, B as a subclass. Okay, how you can write class which is a subclass B. B extends where it is extends from A. Understood? Okay, so how can you write it out? Class B extends A, right? Into that field declaration and methods declaration. A keyword extends signifies that the properties of superclass are extended to the subclasses. Understood? If we create the object of the superclass, we can access only the member of the superclass, right? We cannot access the subclasses member by creating an object of the superclasses. For example, you are taking the parent classes. Next we are show the example sum for that. This means subclasses contains own member as well as those of the superclass. This kind of situation occurs when we want to enhance properties of the existing class without actually modifying it. Okay, circle classes capture basic properties. For drawing application, need a circle to draw itself on the screen. Yeah, this can be realized either by updating the circle class itself, which is not a good software engineering method, or creating a new class that builds on the existing class and add additional properties. Without inheritance, look on this. This is the program which public class, the class which is followed by the class name. Here I am giving the graphic circle as the class name. Okay. Next, the public, so I am keep a copy of the circle, right? Okay, here I am returning a value in the area of C. Before that, double area of. Understood? I am giving the function as double area of. Right? Next, circumference of. Here I am having the variable C dot circumferences. So I am going to fill the new instance variables methods for this classes, right? So public color outline fill, okay, followed by the drawing code, yeah, window DW, not very elegant. So this is the program. Can everyone understand this? What actually they said, circle, yeah, with 3 variables, that is variable, methods and circles, x, y, r. They declared everything in a data type of double, okay. So 2 functions they are calling in the program. One is double area and another one is circumferences. Here function 1 is area, function 2 is circumferences, which we are given in the superclasses. While coming to the graphic circle, this circle is the superclass, right? Graphic circle is the subclass, right? So I am giving the outline fill is the color, okay. How we are drawing, I mentioned that draw window in the void menu. So that as the subclasses. See, look on this, public class, right? Graphic circle is the subclass, so extends superclass. This is the syntax. We already saw about it. Subclass created by the keyword extends. Extend should be the must. Yeah, that should be the syntax for it. Okay. So public class, graphic circle is a subclass. Okay. Extends, superclass name is circle. Look on this. Color outline fill. Okay. What I am going to do? Public void draw. Into that I am initializing the variables DW as an object, yeah, for draw. Draw circle, x, y, r for variables, methods, outline fill. This is the program. Each graphic circle object is also a circle. So what are all the data in circle, I can inherit it in the graphic circle also. Everyone understood? Okay. This is the subclass method. Next to that, final classes. Declaring class with final modifier prevents its being extended or subclassed. Allow compiler to optimize the invoking of the methods of the class. The syntax should be final class circle. Into that you can declare the variables, declare the methods. Once it's declared as final, you cannot update or modify any classes. Okay. So still now you can look for what is meant by inheritance, what are all the types of inheritance, why the inheritance is much more important in Java, okay, what are all the advantages in that, and how you can point out superclass and subclasses, what are all the programs are there, okay, what are all the classes in Java we can saw, isn't it? Hope so all can understand and make use of it. Thank you.